Hi, Tanja here and welcome to TMJ TV, a weekly video series aimed at real estate leaders that would love more time to grow their people and their business. Did you know that leaders spend up to 80% of their time navigating the people, performance and productivity issues within the business? Now this means their focus is off recruiting for results, delivering strategies for success and gaining the market share that they desire. Well, I'd love to help. Every single week I'm going to share insights and free downloadable tools to help you and your people achieve your success in the least amount of time. I hope you enjoy this next episode of TMJ TV. Hi, Tanja here and welcome to TMJ TV, a weekly video series dedicated to leaders and teams that want to grow themselves and their business in the least amount of time. And I'm really excited to have a chat with our next guest. He has over 30 years experience in the industry. He's a director of a brand that has around 15 offices. He's got 40 in his team, multi-award winning operator. And I reckon he's got the biggest florist and footy merchandise line item in his accounting report. Please give it up for the director, one of the directors of RT Edgar, Glen Coutinho. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for that warm welcome. It's very nice of you. Thank you.
And thank you for your colourful tie.
Yes, just for you.
It suits your personality.
Yep.
I said multi-award winning, Glen, because far out, you have had extraordinary level of nominations and award winning. You were #1 in Victoria and #3 in Australia for client service this year with the RAB Awards. I've seen you speak many times. I know you travel the country, and for me, your biggest message that I get is, wow, love people up. Like really, no kidding, have them feel loved and appreciated and valued. And I have a suspicion that maybe one of your languages of appreciation is gifts, because you have, it's one of the things that you're known for.
Yep.
Talk us through that, because you're known as that guy that delivers great service, that can be untouchable in some ways.
Yeah, look, I think I built a business that's strong enough based on loyalty with clients, and you don't give gifts out to get your business back, but I've just always done it. For 30 years I've always, like a client of mine, this morning was her daughter's birthday, she's 19, and she's had a gift from the day she was born. 19 years in a row. Yeah. Never missed. And
now you have a lot of clients.
Yeah, my database is over 35,000 people.
So when I say you have probably the highest, like florists and footy merchandise expense accounts, I'm not lying there, right? Like, but it's something you believe in, and it's from your heart. It's not a strategy.
No, and look, I invest in my customers and a long-term future with them. And look, I've sent clients flowers for 20 years for their birthdays, and still didn't get their house. That's okay. That's not what it's about.
Yeah, it's who you are.
I like doing it anyway, and I think, you've got to invest money. It's a self-business, self-marketing business, and I like to do it, and it's a great way to bring your children up too. They think the same way. My kids think the same way as I do with customer service.
I'm not surprised. I mean, we were talking before we started shooting about your son, and I actually would love you to give him a plug, because we were talking about his recent achievements from a musical perspective. He's a 12-year-old boy who is now written his own album and is about to, I don't know how much I can say, so I'm going to leave that to you, right? But what I love is, just before we started shooting, Glen, you played me a song, which, can I say what it's called?
It's called Loser.
It's called Loser.
Hopefully it's not about me.
No. And the lyrics were, encouraging young girls, 12-year-old, 13-year-old girls to, make better decisions. Like, he's a loser, he didn't treat you right. And as a mother of 2 teenage girls, I think how refreshing, how inspiring to have a young man spending time thinking about, writing about and recording and putting himself out there to inspire young women and young guys to be better human beings. So I share that because the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree.
Well, look, Mason has got 70,000 followers on his Instagram now. I've only got 2,000, so that kills me.
He has, off the perch.
But we have instilled in him, and I've got 4 boys, but we have instilled in them respect for women from the day they were born. That's a quality you can't.
High five for that.
Well, you can't teach it. So, that's an important thing for us. The rest of it they can work out. But that's the most important one.
So that's leadership.
Yeah.
And here we are inside of the Key Leaders of Influence interview series. So you're not only a great leader in your business with your team of 40, but you and your wife are also instilling great leadership qualities in your 4 sons.
Yeah, I think leadership starts at home, because it's pointless being a great leader at work and a poor leader at home.
Yeah.
So to me, the family comes first. So all my kids have got their goals written with me, which we write once a year. They sign off. They've all got a commitment to respect for women and attitude. Even my wife and I, we spend quality time. We've been together 30 years as well, so it's a long time. And
congratulations.
we've never argued in front of them. In 25, 30 years, we've never argued. So
it never argued in front of them, or never
at all?
argued?
No, never argued at all.
Okay, now that's a whole other conversation.
That's a whole nother long... And look, she's never yelled at me and I've never yelled at her. So that teaches the kids.
Yeah.
It's not reality, but it can happen.
Well, how is that your reality? How do you be in a relationship with different opinions for 30 years?
Because she's always right. Simple,
Our
right?
interview over. Happy wife, happy life,
Correct.
as they say.
And then the mindset too for your clients has to be the same at home. So there's no point running around buying your clients flowers or not buying your wife flowers. I've bought my wife flowers once every 3 weeks for 3 decades.
Yeah, wow.
Done the same for my customers.
Yeah.
Same person at work as home.
Congruency.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
young Mason got himself on the front page of Target recently, sent the girl flowers. Well, he got in 4 more times. It's just simple, right? Friendly, customer service, same.
Yeah. So I love all of these philosophies, and that congruency of who you are in the office is who you are at home. So we were talking about Mason. So just do a quick shout out because really, no kidding, watch this space. I've had to listen to his music. He has how many? 70,000?
He's got 70,000 followers. He's about to go to Los Angeles to book and complete his album.
Yeah.
And then he's hopefully going to get picked up by a record company, and then he'll probably get rid of me, probably.
And you were saying you'll be there as his rock, just to keep his feet on the ground, but it sounds like he's doing all right already.
Yep.
So shout out, what's his Instagram account?
It's Mason Coutinho. Coutinho Brothers, yeah.
Coutinho Brothers.
Yeah, because he sings with his other brother, the 2 of them, and one of them plays guitar, and they're all into
I
it.
saw a recent video of them together.
Yeah.
So the other brother is the younger one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Well done. And Mason, if you're watching this, we wish you very well. And I got goosebumps listening to your song. So I have a vision of you going great places, mate. So any way we can support you, I ask the real estate community to get behind a young man that's making a stand, to be passionate and particularly treat women and young girls well, which is a great message.
He's worked out he's making more money out of music than real estate, so I've lost a good salesman.
Well, he's an entrepreneur, right? Like, off he goes, and good luck to him.
Yeah.
So are you familiar with the 5 languages of appreciation?
Yeah, most of them, I think, yeah.
So it seems, it comes from a book, The 5 Love Languages, and Dr. Gary Chapman wrote the book and then looked at how to use it in organisations. The languages are quality time, acts of service, words of affirmation, gifts, and physical touch and affection. It seems to me like gifts is one of your love languages.
I got 4 out of 5. I don't do much physical touch and affection at work.
Not at work, right? It's not very appropriate. So is that your predominant love language? Do you love receiving gifts, or do you love the gift of giving?
I'm an awkward receiver.
Are you?
I really don't like getting gifts. But I love giving. I just like giving to people all the time, and that's an important part for me. So.
And was that how you were brought up, Glenn, or is it something you just thought, I value that?
No, I just picked it up somewhere along the way, and probably started in my late teens.
Right.
And I've been doing it ever since for customers, friends, clients, and it doesn't have to be expensive gifts, but it's the thought and it's the timing which is critical.
Of course. And you travel around the country, nationally and internationally, and you speak about this.
Yes.
So, it's one thing to get booked to speak about this. What do you hope that the audience does and implements as a result of hearing you share what you do?
I think that I've done the talk to a lot of groups, and I've had people ring up and say I've changed their life because they've changed their mindset towards people. They've stopped and acknowledged the receptionist. They've stopped and given a gift to someone who's given them great service. I was in Tasmania recently. I wrote a really nice letter to the concierge. She got a promotion. So that would encourage her to go and do the same thing. It's the same in your business. You practice those things, it works really well.
So you remind me of my favourite quote, Gandhi's quote, "Be the change you want to see in the world."
Yeah.
And that this moment is a gift. That's why it's called the present.
Yeah.
So you, Glenn, take the time to make the moment matter.
Yeah.
And if you can do that when you meet a vendor, in the moment of meeting them, then they get an insight as to what you would be like if you were to partner the sale of their biggest asset.
Correct.
Talk to us about leadership. So you lead a team of 40.
Yep.
So you have one office
Yep.
and
One office, we're about to open one in Carlton, so that's about 5 weeks off.
Great, congratulations.
Look, leadership's a pretty important thing for me, and I think I get into the office every morning. The first thing I do is I walk around and say hello to everyone, and I put my hand on the shoulder of every single person.
So that's physical connection. There you go.
There's my touch, just the shoulder.
Just a little touch.
And we had our sales meeting this morning, 40 people in the room. I went and shook hands with every guy in the office. I kissed every girl on the cheek, and then I did a sales meeting. So
you're a bit old-fashioned, aren't you, Glenn?
A little bit, yeah.
I like that. Good old-fashioned.
But hand on the shoulder is important. I wouldn't walk into the office, sit in my office, close the door. Door's always open. I never close my door unless it's really important. So it's open, which welcomes the staff in.
Yeah.
And I like to go around and just, g'day, how are you? Just to each person, just about every time I'm in the office, and then I just get on with my job.
Talk to me about the open door, because A, it can be great because people get you're approachable and you're attainable and you're there for them. B, from a time management perspective and an interruption of flow perspective, it can mean a lot of interruptions.
Yeah,
and I see it where it works well, and mostly I see where it doesn't, where the leader is left working, extra hours or just not completing tasks. Tell me how you manage your open door policy.
So door's open, but headphones on, and I'm
Great,
one after the other, after the other, after the other. And so
calling.
when the guys come up, talk to me, then I'm on the phone, I'll pause, hi, and then I'll just get back on my job. But
So you give them cues. If you're in a call, like they just go,
2 seconds, I'll be with you in a sec.
Got it.
I always say, get to the point, what do you need?
Be intentional.
I'm not there for waffle. I don't stop for lunch, coffee or anything, I just do my job. Go, and then, I get in at about...
I was going to say, talk us through your day.
Well, my day is up at 6 in the car by about 6:45 with the kids, off to work. The kids get on my social media, Facebook and Instagram. Their job is to say happy birthday to all my customers, so they do. My son Billy posted this morning to 15 of my clients to wish them happy birthday, happy wedding. I mean, that's his job. Otherwise, he can walk to school, right? So by the time I get to...
When you say that's his job,
in the
he
car.
gets paid to
Not
do
for
that job?
No, he gets a lift to school.
Good. So you are instilling values because...
It's a good mindset for him because after he does my clients, he does his own friends because he doesn't forget them either because he knows I do.
So you're just teaching him life skills?
Yep. So the kids do that. They do my posting. By the time I drop them off at school, I've been my face has been in front of a couple of thousand people and Facebook posts and all that.
Yeah.
Then I get to the office by about 8:15, 8:30 on the phone, pretty solid to my vendors and clients, till about 12. Pretty hard at it till 12, and then at 12:15 I'm down at 1 o'clock today, but down at the Botanical. I meet my wife. I strip off in the car. We do a lap around the Botanical.
I'm glad you added that last bit on there.
Yes, those days are gone. So we do a 5 kilometre walk around the every day Botanical. We've done it now 30 days straight, and then we have a quick bite to eat, get dressed again, and back to work. And that's really good time for us. Really.
And so 5 days a week?
7.
7 days a week.
Sundays the kids come with us. Saturday morning I do it before my auctions. I know I've seen on social media, and I remember we were at Jet's Revive roundtable event in Victoria, and I noticed you open your compendium, and there was a photo of you and your wife kissing, a photo of you and your family, and so what I love about you is you are congruent with what you say. You're not preaching some top 10 tips for building great client engagement and then not doing it. You've got your kids in the back of the car getting a lift to school. You're walking around the town with your wife 7 days a week. The kids are joining you on Sunday. Discipline and consistency obviously are great qualities of yours. Absolutely.
How did you get those? Because were you born that way or did you adopt them?
No, I think I wasn't born that way. But I adopted them somewhere along the way. I picked up that this is what you need to do to be successful. So I thought, well, okay, this is just a mindset. And I wanted my kids to follow the same discipline. So generally, they just follow their parents. So if your kid's an idiot, because you're an idiot, right? If you drink at home, they drink. We don't drink at home at all. Just don't want them to be that kid that grabs a beer for dad. It's not me. So not that there's anything wrong with it, just not my cup of tea.
Just not your flavour.
But my son, one of the boys, is that they're up at 5:30 in the morning practicing a guitar in the gym at 6. They're doing discipline.
They're replicating
consistency
their dad
all the time. And I'm consistent, and that's what they see. They see success from being consistent.
Are there days you don't feel like doing something?
No, because the returns are great financially and uplifting people. We were in a restaurant recently where we had ordinary food and ordinary service, and I still wrote a beautiful letter to the guy to say thanks for talking to us. And 3 days later, the boys were with me, and 3 or 4 days later, the owner rang me, thanked me for the letter. Turned out the bloke I wrote to was his son, and he listed his house with me for $5 million. right? And so my kids were
Go
like...
out and eat and write great letters. But
my kids were like, wow, that's why you don't complain. I don't complain about anything. You could spill wine on me, run into my car, whatever, fine.
So you've mentioned the word mindset at least 4 times in like 10, 12 minutes.
Yep.
Talk to me about that, because you are I do leadership and mindset coaching. You are in a different percentile of human beings. Many human beings are often in that reactive, hanging out in our circle of concern versus our circle of influence. For me, it seems obvious that you choose to just hang out in your circle of influence and not sweat the small stuff.
Yep.
Talk to me about mindset for you. What does it mean, and what do you do personally to elevate your state of mind?
My state of mind is really simple. I never worry about anything I cannot change or fix.
Great.
So if it's got nothing to do with me, I can't help it. Someone passes away, but I had nothing to do with it. I feel sorry for them, but I can't let it drag me down.
Yeah.
So I stay in the positive space. I can compartmentalise things that don't worry me. And I figure, well, what's the point of worrying? I'm not going to change it.
It's a
So I might
waste
as
of
well just
energy.
get on with staying positive.
Yeah.
My goal is to make 10 people normally feel amazing every day. If I do that 7 days a week, business is great. It's a staff member, it's a help, a friend, it's
The
someone,
barista,
the cameraman, anything. Just do something nice, shake hands, talk to them, ask them a bit about them. And those sort of things can make a difference. You know, I was in Tasmania recently, I saw this girl in the corner really stressing. I said, what are you worried about? She goes, I've got a job interview. I said, all right, let's sit down for a minute. I'll give you 2 minutes, right? Practice on me. No, look straight, look me in the eye, try again. And I helped her, and she was great after that. She got the job, wrote me a really nice letter. I obviously gave her a card.
Yeah.
Most people just walk past.
It's true.
Stop for a minute.
Yeah. Or we're like this, swiping through life.
Yeah.
You know, trying to build friends we've never met,
Yeah.
yet really not connecting with the person in front of us.
Yeah. If I sit with somebody, I want to know about their football side. What do they do for a living? What's their passion? And then connect.
Sure. So clearly you're doing a great job of that, leading by example at home.
Yep.
Talk to me about what you're doing in your office, and you're about to open a second office really soon.
So the same thing at work is lead by example at work. You can tell people what to do, or you just do it. So generally, if I'm engaged to sell somebody's house, they'll get flowers virtually an hour later. Their kids will all get a gift. The client listed a house the other day. He's a Richmond fanatic. He got a Richmond scarf delivered to him. Wrote me a beautiful letter. You know,
He would have been happy with the match.
and he was happy with the win.
Oh my gosh.
But my staff see that, and they see that translate into business. So they think, okay, if I spoil my client like Glenn, it'll come back to me.
Do they automatically replicate, or do you actually not only lead by example, but you sit down and talk about it?
No,
Or
I just get up and say, this is how I got the house.
You just do it.
I just do it. And then they work out it works, and they copy.
Right.
So one of my staff listed a house 2 days ago and automatically sent flowers because he just knows it works. I don't force them, it's totally their decision, but they know that it works. And if they see my sales figures 3 or 4 times anyone else, they think, why? I said, this is why. Did you wish all your clients happy birthday this morning? Have you done something amazing for something? Did you buy your wife flowers today? It's her wedding anniversary, don't forget. You know, those little things, if they follow that mindset, it cannot fail. There's not a person in the world that will knock you back on flowers. There's not a woman in the world that doesn't want flowers, correct?
True.
Not one.
Yeah. When flowers are in my house, my heart's happy.
Perfect, yeah.
So,
And even, I encourage them to send flowers to the people that don't want to use us.
of course.
So you don't want to use me, here's some flowers, thanks for the opportunity, have an amazing
wish
day.
you well. I hope you get the result you're looking for.
I'm sorry it wasn't me, and on to the next.
And
Heart well.
Exactly. And, the perceptions of buyers and vendors, according to the CoreLogic 2015 and 2016 data, demonstrates from the moment of signing the authority to when the house is sold, their level of confidence drops by 47%. So if you are that agent that didn't get the listing, but you're like sending them a flower saying, hey, I saw you made a decision, wish you well, look forward to seeing how it goes, and you stay sticky with them while their chosen agent doesn't, who are they going to remember?
Well, I met a guy recently who has called 3 agents in. I've known him for a long time. 3 agents in to sell 2 houses. And I said, I don't want to talk to you about the houses. Can I talk to you? I sat down. He said, look, we're separating. I said, okay, let me give you a 1-hour session, a compelling reason why you shouldn't separate. And I walked him through goals for his children, flowers for his wife, quality time with his family. And I walked him through that whole process. And I said, you're probably not going to give me the houses, and I don't want them, but I'd rather you rebuild. And I wrote him a list of things he should do. And he wrote back to me and said, thank you, that was amazing. He said, I don't know if it's going to work, but I'll give it a go.
Right.
He said, if I ever do sell, I'll only come to you. And I said, I'd rather you don't sell. Because I actually would...
He's
got little children.
Yeah.
They've been together a decade. He goes, I'm looking for extra eternal happiness. I said, there's no such thing.
It's something you generate. Yeah.
It's not out there.
Yeah.
Same shit, different day, right?
Yeah,
just stick with
true.
what you got and
True.
make it work.
And, you know, when 2 out of 3 Australian marriages are ending in divorce, you know, yes, it's a lot of homes being sold, but what I can hear is you can hear your number one value there, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's clear family is number one.
Yeah, not many people would go and have that conversation. They would just try and pitch for the house.
Of course.
Yeah.
So one of the things that's obvious about you then, which is music to my ears, and one of the reasons why I wanted to spend some time speaking with you and, you know, sharing your philosophy and your ethos, is for me, real estate agent. You can be a real estate agent or you can be a change agent.
Yeah.
You're a change agent.
Change agent, absolutely.
You really stand for people living great lives.
Yeah.
And if you're there, you know that old saying, whether it's a reason, a season or a lifetime, you have chosen to be in people's lives for a lifetime.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you get the opportunity to sell their home, awesome.
Business comes naturally.
Business comes naturally.
I just had a client who was just sitting in Queensland and sat down for their dinner with his wife for a wedding anniversary, and I had 2 glasses of champagne waiting at the restaurant, right? Just blew his mind away.
Yeah, simple
Client
things.
for life.
Yeah.
Posted on Facebook, he shared it with all his friends. He told 1,000 people about it. Some don't. But to me, I think that's fun.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
it. It's
yeah.
good fun.
And you're
you
in
know?
their life.
How did you find out I was going there? Or their kid told me, you know, just good fun.
I have my ways.
I have my ways, yeah. I'll track you down. Yeah.
So, Glenn, you said, I don't worry. Now, I love that, and I absolutely see benefit in that. It'd be unrealistic to say that there weren't challenges and opportunities to solve problems in the business.
Yeah.
So, talk us through your approach to effectively solving problems or handling different opinions. So, worrying is a choice. Tell us the difference for you.
Okay, the difference is it's never done by email, letter, writing. It's always face-to-face, one-on-one, away from everyone else. If there's a problem with someone, hey, let's go and have a coffee.
Someone in your team.
In
like,
the team.
Like an opportunity
Don't agree,
to...
whatever.
Yeah.
Let's go and talk away.
Yeah.
Out of the office.
Yeah.
Just like you never tell your kid off in front of another kid. Same process.
Correct.
Out of the office, cup of coffee. So look, I know we don't agree on a couple of things. What do we agree on? Okay, let's agree to disagree on these 3 things.
So you build
Put them
common
aside.
ground.
Yep. Let's work on the ones we can agree. I'll give a little bit, you give a little bit. Shake hands, hug and kiss and get out of there.
Yeah.
Make a big deal out of it. You know what I mean?
How does that work for you?
Great. Brilliantly. Always works well.
What's the feedback been?
Feedback's always amazing. It's only complicated when you write an email saying I don't agree or this is a problem when you send a text. No.
Do you know the amount of not only leaders but people that, you know, it's really simple. Email for confirmation, phone call or face-to-face for conversation.
That's it.
So many people though, because our bums are stuck on the seats, we're just like tapping away because it's easy. I got to get this communication out, but we're forgetting there's a heartbeat on the other end of the keyboard.
I've always said to my boys, you're never allowed to break up with your girlfriend over the phone.
Text,
face to face.
Maybe write a good song afterwards and become like Adele.
Face to face, always face to face with anything, even a touch prickly, because I want to read your body language.
Yeah.
If I say something and you start shaking, I know I've offended you.
Yeah.
I can't say that on the phone.
Yeah, and you can't see whether it's landed,
No,
whether I
wanna know,
agree,
I wanna know.
because
Yeah,
you
I wanna
lose
walk
all
out,
that physiology and tonality
absolutely.
in black and white
Terrible,
words.
yeah. So that's leadership is drop the emails. Drop,
Yeah.
you know, even Facebook, social media, nothing negative. If it's not positive, don't post it. No strong views on there. Just use it for what it is. It's fun and
Keep it light.
Keep it light.
Yeah.
Everything's light.
What else? Leadership. Just for you, I just want to popcorn this. I want to know in Glen Coutinho's practical magic bag of leadership.
So bag of leadership. So with my sales team, for example, to build a strong sales culture. Firstly, ethics are critical, right? They cannot see you compromising your ethics. You know, somebody says, I don't know if I should tell the owner that. I said, look, tell them the truth. If you tell them the truth, you're safe. The third one is, like with my sales stuff, I try to recognise all their children's birthdays, all their wives' birthdays, all their wedding anniversaries. If I do that to them, they do it to their clients.
And like you've done with your boys, they all have their goals and they are really clear why.
Even down to the 17-year-old. And because I recognise her birthday and her mum's birthday, she recognises them now.
Right.
Still the same with my sales guys, and especially your salespeople's wives or husbands.
Well, yeah, because they're the ones sharing these people with you and your business and the clients.
One of my staff goes to their husband and says, I'm going to leave, Glenn. He'd say, you're crazy, you're mad, you'll never get looked after like that again.
True.
That's it. I like
it's
people.
a no-brainer.
I mean, it's a people business.
So talk us through your leadership structure and how you partner your people achieving their full potential. So you know their why.
Yep.
How do you build their skill levels?
Well, we do a sales meeting once a week. We do a lot of one-on-one coaching, a lot of training with the guys, but it's always on the job. So we're going to see a client together.
Right.
We pitch together. We walk out and just say, look, maybe we could have done this better, or this is what we did wrong. This is what we did right. Let's get on with it. Shake hands. Done. Go.
Yeah.
Simple. Don't complicate it.
Yeah.
No big formal training sessions. It's mainly one-on-one with the crew, and it's very honest assessment. What could I do better first? What do you think I could have done better?
You asked that?
I asked that first, yeah.
Nice.
And if they bag me, I cop it. And even if I don't agree, thank you, I really appreciate it.
Because it's true from their perspective.
Yep, absolutely.
Right? They saw it from their filter,
Yeah.
like the vendor would have seen it from
Yeah.
their filter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, we go into a house and I've got my foot and their foot next to each other and step on each other's toe if we're saying something stupid.
Physically in the room?
Yep.
Yes, it's like, don't go down that path.
Yeah, step.
Right.
I mean, shut up. Well, you might be going down a path and someone's getting really sensitive and the other person hasn't picked it up, and then we're sitting with a couple that are divorcing or something's going on. So, you know, you always get a kick under the table and you know it's time to shut up. And I'm happy for them to kick me. Because it's got to be both ways. But I think as a leader, you just have to lead by example. I try to be first in the office every morning, make my calls. I don't hang around the office gossiping. And I say to the guys, if it's not positive, don't know about it. Get on with it.
So what do you do to performance manage? Because people are people. Not everyone operates at the level that you choose to operate.
Real estate's easy because it's commission only.
Yeah.
So your paycheck at the end of the month is going to be zero. That's pretty good.
So you're really clear.
Very clear.
So it's like zero
if you don't
tolerance.
sell, you get nothing.
Yeah.
So our business is self-regulating.
Of course, but if someone's selling and they're not demonstrating the values that you hold near and dear to your heart, and they are talking negatively about either another team member or a client, how do you manage that?
Just a quiet one-on-one.
So you just take them out for that coffee.
Don't get along. I say, look, I'll do anything for you. It's important for me to rebuild that relationship.
Yeah.
I'd like the two of you to work out some common ground.
Yeah.
And get back together.
And they work it out.
Well, otherwise I'll get a really great house and I'll put them both on it together. They have to work together.
Right.
Force them into the game together.
And what has that experience shown you?
Yeah, it always works. They always become mates because they're back on a really good house, going to pay them really good money.
And there's a positive outcome.
And I say to them, listen, you both get paid really well at the end of it, as long as you're best mates by the time the campaign's finished. And if you're not, I'm keeping all the money. Simple.
So what are your core values? I mean, I can hear them, but do you have clear values for your business?
Yeah,
What
I
are
mean,
they?
respect for people's number one. Absolute lover of people is a critical one.
Yeah.
I always like the Rotary. There's a couple in Rotary that are pretty important, which are, how does it affect everyone? How does your decision affect everyone in the queue?
Yeah, so this is what
And
I
is it
call...
the truth?
And is it the truth? Like an ecology check. So if I make this decision, how does it affect me, my wife, my kids, the client, the brand, the business, the community, the industry? Check in before you make a decision.
Yeah. It's the same mindset to the kids, right? The kids are taking a day off school because he's got to go and sing a song somewhere. He says, I'll just tell the teacher I had a dental appointment. I said, no. Tell the teacher you had a singing appointment.
Yeah.
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
You know
The truth will set you free.
Well, otherwise you corrupt them at a young age.
True.
Yeah. So you get them right and you do the same at work.
Yeah.
The same mindset.
So you're about to open a second office, and congratulations again.
Yep.
What did you see that you needed to line up and get right before you took that step to have a second office?
Okay, so I think we needed to have 35 to 40 salespeople with the same values as us.
Why that number?
Well, that's just the number that we had, but we're going to have 8 or 9 people in Carlton.
Okay, yep.
But we've grown to a stage we can't fit anyone else in the office.
So it's physical now.
Physical,
It's
one.
like,
And also Carlton's a really good market, and we're also very loyal to the Carlton Football Club, so we're going to
Yep.
co-brand with those guys at Carlton, which is
I can
terrific.
see it now, yeah.
Same colours too, same colours. So,
yep.
And we support the Carlton Football Club women's side.
Nice.
And so they're going to help do the launch with us.
Great.
And, you know, we've got, I think we've got 11 or 12 female selling agents, one of the highest in Melbourne, and a couple of
Awesome.
female auctioneers. So it's not a glass ceiling in our office. It's fantastic.
We love that. Good to hear.
Yeah.
So is it literally cut and paste with just in a little bit of a different market?
Yeah.
So same values, same. And how will you manage your time?
Oh, we'll just go back and forth between the two, and we'll have a couple of staff over there. But most of our business is done in coffee shops now. We don't spend a lot of time in the office. So in the office, do your job and get out.
Yeah.
And it's in Lygon Street, so great coffee.
Hello, and good pasta and all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So we've talked.
And so very flexible hours for the staff. So
Right.
I always say to the guys, look, your family children have to come first. I want to come second. But don't come to work because you miss kids' school sports. So I got school sport today with one of the girls. I don't want to see you at work. You need to be there. Take your phone, wear your badge, but you need to be there. Come to work later. Wow, that's refreshing.
It's foreign.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it starts from the top because that's your value. So if you're a sales agent that isn't family first and you want to, it's all about the business, and that's okay too if that's your truth, then maybe, you know,
Job's not for them.
Not a
In
different
my
environment.
interview, I never asked them how much money they're going to make. I want to know, just tell me about your wife and your children, how long you've been married, how long's your relationship gone? Is it a good relationship? I want to know about that relationship, because if they've got a great relationship with their partner, you know, been married 20 years, they're going to be loyal.
Sure.
Loyal straight away. I've been on my third wife. Okay. They're not going to be that great, you know?
Well,
Easy.
true.
Same mindset.
So, again, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Mindset is my favourite word, isn't it?
It is. What do you do? So I know it's a choice. You don't worry. You get over things quickly.
Yep.
You focus on your vision and what you're there to do. You have clear goals. You're
Yeah.
consistent. Are there any? Who inspires you as far as mindset, or what you know? Someone that represents mindset, philosophies, teachings. What do you do to educate yourself, or is it more not stuff in? I like to take stuff out. How do you keep a state of mind?
Anytime I hear something that I think's amazing,
Yeah.
I'll remember it and copy it if I think I see something. But no, I learn from kids. I learn from my wife, who's a really great inspiration, because she doesn't crack the shits about anything ever. Fantastic. Smile and get on with it. That's the, you know, if you're in,
Must be pretty peaceful in your home.
extremely well. 5 kids is noisy, but you know, peaceful.
But peaceful
No
chaos,
yelling, no
yeah.
screaming, no none of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
So let's talk industry leadership now.
Okay.
So you've been, you know, you've had no shortage of awards. You know, we've had number 1 in Victoria, number 3 in Australia for customer service. Nominated as Principal of the Year finalist, Agent of the Year finalist, Sales Campaign of the Year finalist. So demonstrating excellence consistently.
Yep.
What do you believe the industry and leaders in the industry really need to focus on today to be more relevant to the consumer tomorrow?
I think they have to be lovers of people. Because,
Yes.
you know, I only get, as a salesperson, you're selling your house, right? I get in your life once and I'm gone for 10 years. What makes you come back to me 10 years
True.
later? I want to be, so you have to do something that is really memorable
And compelling.
that lasts a decade.
Yeah,
Because you can get forgotten.
you can.
You can become not relevant.
Yeah.
So it's important that I do something amazing with you, not just the sale and the result, but then I keep in touch with you. So a really good salesperson in real estate needs to make 30 or 40 calls a day just to talk to people. Needs to be seen, needs to be out doing great community things, and needs to be consistent every day. And it's not a short game. If you want to come into real estate and make money in a year, you're not going to work. It's a 30, 40 year business where you have to go the long haul.
And you've been in it for 30 years now, 3 decades now.
Yeah. And I'll do it till I'm dead, because I don't, what else would I do?
It's who you are. It's not what you do, right? It's who you
I
are.
actually don't really like houses that much, just like the people.
You like people.
Yeah.
And it's funny, you know, you can hear when some people want to get into the industry, you say, you know, what do you love? I love property. I
Yeah.
love real estate. Okay,
it's not
well,
gonna work.
it's
It's not gonna
not
work, yeah.
actually about that.
No, it's nothing to do with property.
Yeah.
It sounds like it is, but it's actually
But it's not. It's all about the people.
Yeah.
So what you know, for either, you know, new leaders that are watching this, or, you know, even agents that are watching this, you're saying the number one thing is you got to love people.
Yep.
The people in your home.
And look, you have to be a chaser. I mean, it's not a business where you've got to be a chaser.
Yeah.
But you've got to love people at the same time. And
So love people in your home, love people in your team.
Team.
And love people you have the privilege to
Yep.
serve, and love people in the community.
and love the enemy. You know, I mean, all my
And love the
competitors,
enemy.
They may not like me, but I like them all for some reason or another. I like
Sure,
them.
yeah.
I'm
You look for
always
the good.
friendly, yeah.
And chaser. Define chaser.
So chaser is, if you want me to sell your house, I might have to ring you 12 times in a year to get you.
Yeah.
I've got to chase you. I don't wait for you to come to me.
Yeah.
You know?
So be persistent.
Absolutely, in a friendly way.
Well,
But
I was going to say, how do you chase without, excuse the French, but
Being a pain in the
piss
ass.
people off?
Easy. No, it's easy, because I went to a house the other day and then it turns out the lady's got a bookshop, so I just went to a bookshop and bought some books, and we spoke about the book, and she likes me already because I went and bought some stuff in the shop.
Right.
Simple, right?
Yeah. So you don't focus on the sell.
No,
you
what I want
focus
to
on
do
the
is, what does
connection.
that person do for a living?
Yeah. What do they love?
Yeah. And then become, you know.
It's like when you were kids,
Yeah.
and you're in the schoolyard, and you go, "What's your favourite colour?"
Yeah.
What's your favourite colour?
Mine, black.
Okay,
yeah.
that's a shade. No,
Yeah.
but what's your favourite? Black. Okay, mine too.
Yeah,
We're
same.
best friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
Easy.
find simple
Same, yeah,
common
yeah,
ground
yeah.
and just nurture that and
Yeah.
trust
Yeah.
that something will come.
Yeah, a client of mine selling a house involved in the Gold Coast Sun, so I sent a photo of me wearing a hat, Gold Coast hat.
Yeah.
Just kind of, just to connect. Put
Yeah,
the
even
little-
if it's silly little things
Yeah,
or something.
Got a
more
guy that's got a
compelling.
restaurant in Campbell, wants to sell a house. I took my staff there for lunch, and we had a good lunch there in his restaurant. I wrote him a thank you letter, and yes, he knows I came there because I want his house, but I'm using his service.
Of course.
Just, you know, connect.
Yeah. So when you have a look at the top 6 points
Yep.
of the key findings from the executive summary of the real estate of leadership, you've said love people where they're in your home, in your business, in the community.
Even the ones that don't like you.
Of course,
I get,
like love
we
your
get
enemy.
people that hate us, right?
It's normal.
you know, I'm selling for somebody, it's a divorce, and always my fault, right? Divorce or financial sale, and they want to scream at the agent. That's fine, I understand.
Yeah.
You would never get me to yell back at you.
No matter what.
No matter what. No way.
It's a pretty amazing quality to have.
I've never used the horn on my car yet in 40 years. Never ever touched it.
Yeah.
That's just my mindset. Run into me, crash my car. It's fine.
It's okay.
It's good. It's great.
Yeah. I want to ask you a really personal question.
Yeah.
What's your faith? Is it a faith?
No, I'm Catholic.
You're Catholic.
Catholic.
And
Does that?
No,
I'm not a Sunday church Catholic person.
Yeah. But does that hold you true to some thing bigger than yourself that trust? It doesn't matter. Like, cause you strike me as someone that would have a faith.
Well, my brothers reckon I'm the devil, but I'm Catholic. I was an altar boy when I was young.
Okay.
I believe in parts of it.
You believe in parts,
of it, as in, you know, do the right thing by
love
your
thy
friends,
neighbour.
family, love thy neighbour, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, all the good parts that are loving and
yeah.
open and build connection rather than separate.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. I just wanted to know.
Yeah, and my children are confirmed and baptised and all those sort of things. So we do that, and we,
Yeah.
weddings and funerals, churches and
All that.
Easter and Christmas. That's about it.
Yeah.
But, I respect
But there's a faith, something bigger than
absolutely,
you.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how I got here, so I must got here.
So thank you for answering that question. So if you look at those top 6 points as far as the key insights for leadership, you've said love people as your key message. If you look at those insights, which one?
Well, the one that resonated with me was the last one, which is 26% of leaders spend half their time navigating people and performance.
Yes.
And I think navigating people is the key, because to me, as a leader, you have to knit your team together somehow. Find the ones that need to be put together. Take them to the football together. I sent 3 of them to the footy that aren't absolutely best mates, but I send them to the footy together. Now they're really good mates. So you find and tie them all in, because then the team runs itself when they all back each other up. It's no different to a footy side. You've got to trust the bloke that's next to you. And it doesn't happen overnight. But if the leader's absolutely dead honest and straight, then the rest kind of follow.
So the key messages are don't sweat the small stuff.
Well, you can't change it, right?
You can't. It's a waste of energy.
Waste of energy.
And I absolutely partner you in that, because there's 2 circles: our circle of concern and our circle of influence. You clearly have had the growth, the loyalty, the market share, because you just do not pay attention to anything outside of your sphere of influence.
Well, it's impossible to change,
It's true.
Somebody walk up and says your car just got stolen.
Okay.
So
Next,
I had my car towed a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And fine, I walked to that shop and everyone was yelling at the bloke, and I thought, I'm going to be his best customer. I walked in and go, here mate, here's my card, mate. Thanks for looking after my car. Where is it? He goes, are you going to yell at me? Everyone else has yelled at me. So,
No.
what for?
Yeah.
Well done.
Won't change anything.
It's not going to change anything.
But it's interesting, Glenn, because if you hang out in your circle of concern, you have justified reasons why you don't have the results.
Yep.
When you play in your circle of influence, when you don't sweat the small stuff, when you love your people, when you're clear on your goals, when you're consistent, out there in the community working in cafes and coffee shops, and as a leader, when you don't step over stuff and you create opportunities to bring your people to come together, to work for a common good and an outcome beyond the stuff, that's when you have results.
Absolutely. And attitude is a choice, total choice.
Yeah.
Mindset is you wake up and think, am I going to be positive today? Yes, I am.
And as we said before we started shooting, your attitude determines your altitude.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much, really, for A, your energy, and B, just the stand that you are, not only in real estate, but just for me, just humanity, just a way that we can treat each other. And there's a beautiful invitation for people. Do you want to be someone that uplifts and elevates people because of your presence, or has them have a worse day than they started out with?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So what would be your final message to anyone that wants to have greater results in their business?
Before you start, you have to lead your family and your children with the right mindset to be leaders. And if you lead them first, right? Lead them first, and then you lead your team, and you want them to have an impact in everyone's life that they meet.
And if you don't have a family and children,
find one. Get one. Well, you have to
make one.
You got to make one, right?
Or your friends.
Then someone else's, but eventually you're going to have a family. That's part of it, right?
So, yeah. So remember, right? Love the people you're with. Glen Coutinho, it's been really beautiful to sit with you and unpack what you do to create a great business, a great culture, family, and for me, just a great world to live in.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Glen Coutinho.
Thank you.
I hope you found that useful. If so, please like it and share it. And if you'd like access to the free downloadable tool, just click on the available link. If you also have any questions or challenges, specifically in the area of leadership or mindset, just write it in the comments below, and where possible, I'll provide solutions to your requests. Remember, let love lead, and you can turn your workforce into the life source of your business. I'll see you next week for more TMJ TV.